Hi everyone, FT here. Hope you're all safe and well. We're in lockdown at the moment here in the UK. Blowing a gale outside anyway. But because we're in lockdown, my wife is using the dining room as her office for work. So she's got all her computer equipment set up there. I'm using my study. So here we are in my bedroom, believe it or not. And I've got one of these, I use it as a glue board. These rubberized art craft cutting boards, and I'm working on the Slowpoke. And what I'm currently doing is replacing the servos, because the servos on the Slowpoke, it seems, are pretty rubbish. So I bought these Metal Gear servos, 9-gram Metal Gear servos, and we're installing them. So I ripped the old ones out, and I've just got to the stage where I've tested the servo for its fit. Of course it fits perfectly. I've run the cable through, and I've had to put an extension on right at the base of the wing, but that's fine, it's not too big, it won't pull out. So the next thing I'm about to do is to put the horn onto the servo. I've already centered the servo. Oh, before I put it on, I've got second hole down on the horn. I'm going to make it a bit bigger for the push rod. I'm using my bigger scalpel. I'm just putting it in to the second horn and rotating the blade a couple of times. Turn it over and do the same from the other end. That's it. That's one of these Z bends. Yeah, perfect, look at that. There you go. If you didn't do that, it wouldn't go through the holes. So now we know that's going to fit. We know the servo goes this way, because that's how I've set it all up. So this is going to go here. I'm going to hot glue the servo in. I just scar the foam. And put a tiny smidgen of the glue. Not too much. Just to coat the surface of the foam. There you go. Then I take the servo itself, scratch up the surface of the servo. Like so. Doesn't need to be deep, but it needs to be better than smooth. Yeah. Right, now we can put the horn on. That's what it'll be like. Well, let's just test that. It's pretty tight up against here, so I'll probably take a slither out. Slither of the foam out. Oh, that wasn't centered. What an idiot. That is now. I swear I centered that servo. This is why we test things. Put that in there, give it a go. That's better. That's centered. Excellent. Now, I made myself some servo covers. That's a plastic card, and they will go over like that. I think it looks better than having an exposed servo. But before that, I've had to use the back end of the scalpel. I've had to use the back end of this scalpel to push my servo wires down this groove and then into the appropriate channel. So I've had to cut this foam piece, and I'm quite happy the way it is. I don't like
12 seconds later.
Now let's go back. So yeah, I pushed the cable for the servo, the wiring, all the way down into here, and then I've cut into the channel so I could get the extension in, because the extension wouldn't follow straight and it would be in the wrong place anyway. So now I've done that, I need to put some tape. I use my super tape, so I'll just measure a piece that will fit. It's not rocket science. Cut that off. I just want to position that down the centre of where I put the servos. Obviously I don't want it going over the black. And there we are. Now while this is overhung, just going to cut it with a scalpel, right level with the foam. Right, this bit isn't covered, so I want another piece, very small piece. I'm just going to make sure I overlap that piece there from the end here, just to keep that together. There we are. So that's fine. Then I wanted to take a slither out of here, so I can now bring that up. I'm just going to take a tiny portion of this out. Not too much. Then when that's in like that, just gives it a little space here so I know it's not rubbing anything. And my servo cover will go like that. So that's very nice. Now to make sure I get the servo cover in the right place, just going to mark a few things. They're not perfectly squared off, these servo covers, so I did them by hand and also by eye. So that will go there, and this will be held on by double-sided tape, just holding that in place. So let's glue it in. And wipe off any excess. There we go. That's good. So that's what it's looking like. Let's just keep testing it. I like testing things several times. There we are, that's centered again. That's fine. Excellent. You'll probably see there's a gap and a gap there. These are going to be filled in with hot glue. Slightly raised, because this isn't raised, this is slightly raised. So I'm going to file that down a little bit. I'm just going to trim it down a bit like with this. And then try the plate over it again. See it's bulging a bit. So the plate's square, and that's how the plate will be. Like that. I just need to get rid of this little lump up here. So here's the servo cover. I made out of plastic card, and all I'm doing is using double-sided tape, sticking it on it so it overlaps, then using my scalpel to trim it. There we are. This is double-sided tape. I've got loads of this stuff. And again, basically, you just do it like that. Flip it over. Let's try the horn out. So these are the horns. And, there. Get this over here. That's going to be pretty good. I can't do this on film because it's really fiddly. Because you've got these two little tiny bolt type things which have to bolt into this little plastic plate on the other side to put the horn on. So let me do that off camera.
Eventually.
So I want to put the servo plate on now because I've actually put the horn in. The only thing I don't like about these is on the other side they just stick out. So I'm looking for a nut that I can glue down over these, and then I'll just Dremel them flat. Right now, before I put the actual rod on, I need to put the servo cover on. So what I do is take the protective cover off this. The secret is step it to where you need it. There we go. So now I've got to connect these two up. It's a stiff boring. So let's unscrew this a couple of turns. This is just iron it. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm going to turn this around this way because I'm right-handed. I think this ball link's a bit stiff at the moment, but I'll have to loosen it up because it's not twisted as it should. So that's basically it. New servos, servo covers, extension cord, everything's connected. And here is one I did earlier. Left wing. It's getting the hang of the rash already. Tape going down. This one I did slightly differently. I cut through the channel and dropped this straight into the channel it should be in. But then I noticed it was spreading open, so forcing them together I put CA glue down it. So on that one I actually ran it along the seam rather than cut any of the foam. Yeah, good. No idea what that is. Like a bit of glue residue on there. Yeah, so that's good. Servo covers on. Join the wings together I suppose, but don't really want to. So they go together. Now what I do want to do, I want to change the servos in the fuselage as well. So I'll take a look at those while I'm here. So this servo's been replaced. Sorry, the one with the black arm.